Hey everyone, and welcome to The Beatdown!
Hi guys, welcome to Beatdown. We've got a very special event tomorrow, Emergence Night 1. So what is Emergence? For those of you guys that are just tuning into Impact, Emergence is a 2-night event. We've got Emergence Night 1 coming up tomorrow, Tuesday, August 18th. And then the next Emergence Night 2, will be next Tuesday. So thus far, Impact has given us 4 announced matches for tomorrow's Emergence Night 1. And we're here to give you our predictions on it.
But before we get started, how about you guys do me a huge favor and just take a quick second and hit the like button down below. It really helps the YouTube algorithm push our videos up, because I know that there's a bunch of wrestling fans like you and me who love seeing YouTube content regarding wrestling, and it really motivates us to keep pumping out new videos.
Now moving forward to these matches, we've got 4 matches announced. They are on the Impact website and they were also mentioned in the previous episodes. However, we are not sure if they're in any particular sequential order or if they're just random matches, and we'll figure out the order tomorrow on Emergence. So for the first match that was announced, why don't you tell us a little bit about this first match we're going to talk about?
So for the first match that I'm interested in, because it kind of just happened randomly, but it's pretty interesting, is going to be Moose versus Trey / Suicide. Just to begin, I think this is going to be interesting because this match just happened last week, and it's funny how it just came to be. It was just like a little 2-3 minute skit in the back and we got a match. But I'm really excited about it because of this new hidden thing that we don't know about. If it's gonna be Trey or is it gonna be Suicide. But I'm excited about this little stipulation here that we have. If it's gonna be Trey or Suicide that are gonna show up to the match.
Right? Well, on the match card, it is Trey and Miguel, not Suicide. So I see where the confusion's coming from, because we saw last week in the backstage, we had Moose approach Trey, who was in Suicide's mask, and Moose just handed him a title shot for Emergence Night 1, and Moose said, well, I've already beat you twice, 3rd time's the charm. So yeah, that's a good question. Is Trey gonna come out wearing Suicide's costume again, or is Trey just gonna come out as Trey? We don't know, but we do know for sure who's gonna be fighting is gonna be Trey Miguel, according to the match card.
Obviously whoever made that promo did not see last week's episode, because I never saw Trey get offered a title match. It was Suicide. So whoever made that promo, you're not doing your job right.
Seems to me like you want to see Suicide kick Moose's butt.
I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen. I think Trey is a fan favorite and he has so much energy that I really like. So I'm happy that he's getting this opportunity to fight against Moose for this prop.
You bring up another good point there. Recently we've been seeing Trey more of a solo fighter versus what we've been used to seeing him fighting in the corner with the Rascals. We've been seeing him a lot in tag team matches, but as of lately, as of the new era of Impact Wrestling on Access TV, we have been seeing Trey being built up as a solo fighter. And I think that's really good. I think he shines in a different way when he's a solo fighter than when he fights as a tag team partner.
And that's very interesting that he's able to do that, because not many tag teams are able to split up and still be a good solo act. An example of this is, I remember when Ethan Page first joined Impact, I did not like him at all. But then Josh Alexander came in and they became a tag team, and then they became really good. But I didn't like Ethan Page as a solo wrestler. So I really like the way Trey is able to become a solo wrestler. Like right now with his current storyline and what he's doing with himself. And he sticks out pretty good. Like he's not, he doesn't look bad being a solo guy. He's able to hold his own character and get over with the crowd.
Right.
But I think this is going to be a tough one. I really want to see Trey win, because, we've seen him, he was in Slammiversary. He was in the main match for the Impact World Championship. So he's getting some good opportunities, and I really want to see him win tomorrow against Moose.
So let's analyze a little bit. So what advantages does Trey have over Moose?
Well, Moose is bigger and slower, and Trey is way faster. He's able to move quick. He's able to get on the rope. He's able to get in and out the ring quickly and not get tired.
You're right. He's a small guy. He's got all these over-the-top rope moves. He likes to fly. He likes to go up on the turnbuckle and jump. He likes to do all these flips and, you know, twists and all that. And, you know, he really likes to confuse his opponent that way.
And let's not forget, he has one of the most important persons in his corner. You guys know what I'm talking about. MJ.
Who's MJ?
That'll be the comment of the week. Do you guys know who MJ is? Put it down below. Let us know if you guys know what I'm talking about, because obviously this guy right here has no idea who MJ is.
Who's MJ?
Something important I'm wondering about is, I'm wondering if Xavier and Wentz are going to be ringside to cheer him on.
That's another good question, you know? I don't think we've seen that happen in the past whenever Trey's in a solo match on a one-on-one. So I don't see why it might happen this time. However, there is another key factor into play. There's a variable in this picture. EC3, who has made it clear that he's coming after Moose, coming after the, whether you want to call it a prop or the TNA Heavyweight Champion. He's made it clear that he's coming for that. So I don't know, but I have a feeling like EC3 might interfere into this match somehow.
That was actually very true. That's very true. EC3 has been kind of stalking Moose lately, and, you know, kind of threatening to say he's going to show up and kick his butt. So I don't know. I really hope. I really want to see EC3 in action. But I don't want Trey to lose this opportunity that he has. Like, I actually want to see a decent match. So if EC3 does decide to show up, I hope he does it after the match so that we can at least see Trey give it his all and have this opportunity.
Well, what if he does it before the match? What if he tackles Moose in the backstage and, like, you know, weakens his leg a little so that Trey can have a easier time defeating him?
That's a very good point. I don't know. I think I would be okay with that, because they would give Trey a win, and I really think he deserves a win because he hasn't really been winning any matches recently.
Right.
So even if he kind of gets this unfair advantage of Moose coming in hurt, I think it's not a bad thing, because, I mean, there's a huge size advantage. So I think it's just going to even the playing field. So I'd be okay. So EC3, if you're watching this, I'm okay with you attacking Moose before the match.
So that's what we've got to say for this match. So now let's give our predictions. Who do we think will come out on top? This one's a tough one because, you know, if you guys have been following our channel, and by the way, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe again if you haven't already done so. For those of you who have been following us, you guys know that I love Moose. I love seeing him be all that he says he is and knocking out people one by one, defeating people every week, you know. I like seeing Moose win, so, but I also am a Rascals fan, and I do love Trey. I love how they do their little moves. I love their tag team battles. So I'm at a loss on this one, but I have to go with Moose. I have to go with Moose just because of his size advantage.
You know, I'm just thinking, like, I really like Trey, and I want to keep seeing him in the main event scene. So I feel like if Trey is able to get a win against Moose, that would be awesome. Imagine, Moose has been destroying these old ex-WWE / WCW / ECW / you know, these old school wrestlers. And if Trey is able to come in and get a win against Moose, that would be big. That would be big for Trey, and it would help him out major, big time.
That actually opens up possibilities for another storyline where, you know, new wrestlers gang up on Moose and say, hey, you beat all the old choo-choo trains, but what about us? So then that would open a whole new door of Moose fighting against more up-and-coming stars, maybe like Ace Austin, for example. So
I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm going with Trey for this one. Come on, Trey. I know you could do it. So, if you guys agree with these predictions, I'm just gonna ask you guys to quickly hit that like button. If you guys enjoy videos like this, it really motivates us to put the time and effort into doing something like this. So just hit the like button, show your support, make sure you subscribe, and this has been an episode of The Beatdown.